health, energy, and purpose of life. Can they be renewed? Is renewal? Does age matter? Is only body aging, or can wellness be rebuilt at any age? What daily choices actually decide aging? Age No Bar, Path to Wellness and Vitality. That's the book Lieutenant Colonel has written for us. Namaste. I'm Nalini Om, a professor of biology and mind yoga coach. Based on what subjects I'm into, I'm deeply interested in the science of aging and also conscious living. So today we are honored to have you with us, Lieutenant Colonel G.K. Subramanian, retired as of now, but he served in Army for 32 years, and you are 85-year young wellness enthusiast, author, and lifelong learners. So here is my first question. Not many people know the correct pronunciation of LT. Is it lieutenant or lieutenant or lieutenant? How do we exactly say it?
The way it is pronounced is lieutenant, but
Lieutenant.
in writing it will sound like lieutenant.
Yeah. So you have worked in military?
Yeah, army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is some intriguing questions. Health, energy, and purpose of life, they are not limited by age. Can they be renewed? What daily choices actually decide aging? At this age, a time when many people slow down, they're not interested in doing these, but you looked out for people and encouraging people through your book. What inspired you to write this book at this stage of life?
I would say that life has been very kind to me. In the last few years, I have seen a lot of seniors getting into hospitals, having medicines as food and food as medicine. And the youngsters also seeing them, believing that when they reach the age of 60 or 65, they will also get into this type of problems. So, for me, I've been fortunate that I joined the army. I had a very disciplined life, and army has taught me mental fitness and physical robustness. And because of that, I've been able to keep my health while in the army in good condition. Though, of course, I had a 3-year period while in the army when I had hemorrhoids, which is known as piles.
Yeah.
And that because of that, all types of medicines which I had tried, like the modern medicines, they didn't work. Then I was told that I should undergo cryogenic surgery, which was in the army itself. One doctor who had gone to US and learned, and that equipment was his own. It was not even introduced in the command hospital. I underwent the cryogenic surgery, but then my hemorrhoids further increased rather than decreasing. And subsequently, by luck, I got a medicine from a homeopathic shop, just mentioning that I am having this problem. And just two types of medicines he gave, one in the morning, one in the evening, which I should consume. And within a period of 2 weeks, I got almost 50% relief. And within 2 months, I was fully relieved of my piles. And I completely forgot that I had suffered from piles. So
Wow.
that was a opening for me to know that the modern medicines is not always giving you the right thing. There are other ways by which we'll be able to undergo the treatments. That is one first opening. And subsequently, after my retirement, I had severe knee pain because of my just before 1 or 2 months before retirement, I was not into regular activities like and doing exercises and following all the principles which should be taken care of for the health. So what happened was there also when I approached the doctors and got the modern medicines, it did not give me relief. Exercises as well as walking or not walking, taking rest, nothing helped. And a chance encounter with an Iranian doctor who had come to spread therapy, hand therapy, which is called hip bone Yumehu therapy. The Yumehu is the name of the Japanese person who had had uh, education on a number of therapies, and he had developed this therapy. And this doctor gave me a treatment for about 15-20 minutes. And within that period, I got 50% relief in my knee pain. And this was a second opening for me to know that there are various ways in which the treatments can be done. And not, depending on only modern medicines is not sufficient. So this gave me the opportunity to learn more during post-retirement service, post-retirement period. And now that the people are suffering from all types of diseases, getting into hospitals, undergoing surgeries, which are not really required, that gave me a feeling that I should share my knowledge of whatever I had gained in the uh, during service and the post-retirement service. And that is the reason why I thought I should write this book so that people all over the world are able to read and go through the seven principles, pillars, what I call, for lifelong vitality. So this, I have brought out all the details in that book. By seeing the seniors getting into proper health, the youngsters will believe that they can also grow old without any health problems.
And we can improve our health, not going through so much misery and trauma and suffering. And there are ways. If you are looking for healing methods, then there are ways. And that I believe that is what your book is also covering. And your life is an example of that. You served in the Indian Army, in the Corps of Engineers, and for 32 years. And I want you to tell me, not many of us are from military or army or navy, air force. So how did this
Yeah.
discipline, challenges and life lessons from your military journey shape your understanding of health and longevity?
Yeah, this is discipline is a basic thing which is required in life.
Mhm.
Even for taking care of our health, discipline is the most important thing.
Mhm.
So the army, whether you're in the Corps of Engineers or infantry or armored corps, whatever corps you are, the basic training which is there, it is same for all. So we all undergo the same type of training, and our mental attitude and outlook towards life, everything remains the same.
Mhm.
So whether you're in Corps of Engineers or any other corps, the basic thing is your physical fitness, mental robustness, and discipline and punctuality. These are all very important things which help us in that. So these things, right from beginning of the service, we have been going through that for 31 years. We have been following, so that helped quite a lot. So for any person, new person, they were is a civilian who has not had this type of training. For him, he has to learn how to discipline himself for first of all to get better. That is very, very important actually.
Nice. Yeah. Whether you are in military or not in military, imposing discipline on yourself is important when you go through a healing process using all these methods which are non-invasive. So doing them regularly and doing them with wholeheartedly, and also understanding the methods and how they are working on you internally
Yeah.
and how they're affecting you. That is quite a discipline. It is not discipline about getting up and exercising 100 push-ups, but it is a different kind of discipline, soft discipline,
Yeah.
discipline on your mind and discipline on yourself. That there are many books already on wellness, right? But then in practicality, your book is different from other books in a way that these are non-invasive procedures. And if you are not ready to undergo any surgery and you want to try these methods, then purchase Colonel's book and try it out. He himself has tried it, and then wrote this book for us. What message would you like to offer to senior citizens? See, when it comes to senior citizens, I'm seeing my mother going through all this, navigating physical and emotional challenges. It's now, when you're older, we think that everything is done, children's responsibility is done, but not exactly. So, what is your message for them?
Now, first of all, it is see, one has to have a positive mindset which has to be developed. We have a mind called as the subconscious mind. All our actions of our daily routines, what we are doing, they are driven by the subconscious mind, though we do not know that. Say, suppose you may think you want to go for a walk in the evening. Morning, you may decide that. When it comes to actual going for a walk, then your mind will say, no, no, we will do it tomorrow, not today. So it is the subconscious mind which is telling you that you have not been going for the walks, and now today you are trying to do it, and you better not do it today. You can do it tomorrow. So it is first requirement is to train our subconscious mind by the disciplining our conscious mind. Then it is possible for getting our health into proper form. And don't surrender to your age. Age is that is not to be taken into account. And what you should do is imagine yourself to be a young person, like in a school or college, and think of all the activities you've done in those periods, and automatically your mind will get some happiness, and you will feel better. So this practice of imagination and uh, also the another thing which is important for the mind is the gratitude. So we should be thankful for whatever we are getting rather than worrying about what we are not having. Generally, we think that our neighbor is having a big car and I'm having a very small car. Why should I not have that? So
Exactly.
that is not required. If you are having your body functioning perfectly, you are better than the people who are suffering from diseases. And unless you are having proper health, whatever possessions you may have, you will never be able to enjoy them.
Okay.
So, so that is mental part and physical part. So our body as well as the mind, they interact with each other. So if the mind is in a good state, then the body also feels happy and remains better. But in case the body is paining, it will reflect upon the mind and you lose your enthusiasm. So their happiness in the mind reflects on the body, as well as if you are feeling sorrow or afflicted by anything that is like that. So it will reflect upon the body, and the diseases which arise are mainly due to these reasons, that the mind is not calm and it is causing all the hormones which are developed in the body, they are all going haywire and not being produced according to the requirement for the body. And our body has got very functionally, it is an amazing machine. There are different types of cells in the body, and each type of cell has got a certain life period. And whatever cells are damaged or either due to accident or due to its age, there is a uh, process called as apoptosis. by which the cell destruction takes place. That is, self-destruction of the cells, and new cells are formed to replace those cells. That is how, even after so many years, we are still having glowing skin or anything. Otherwise, suppose, and yeah, when we are walking, we are, even if you're walking for 100 years, you are able to, your feet is able to take it. But if there is a car which has got a tires, after a certain period of running or after a certain age, the tire becomes useless. You have to replace the tires. But we are not replacing our feet. We are able to continue walking with the same feet. That is because the cells are being replaced regularly, and that is the entire body, all the different, about there are over 200 types of cells which are getting replaced on a regular basis at different points of time. Every moment there is a replacement of cells taking place in the body. So this process by which the body is able to take care of itself is the one which can keep our body alive for a long time, but 100, years. There are people in other countries where people live for 120 years in good condition
Yeah.
without any health problem. So there are places in Japan, even in Pakistan, there is one area where these people are there. They look beautiful also, and also have all this live long also. So it is possible to have a long life without any health issues. And so the seniors should never give in to this feeling that by seeing others getting into hospitals, you should not think that you will also have that problem. First of all, setting the mind in the proper framework is very, very important. And then observing all the things which are required, as I've explained in the book, very simple lifestyle changes which are there. All these things will be helpful for maintaining the health.
Tune your mind in a way that it is staying active and enthusiastic for all the years that you live. And just because we are aging doesn't mean that we need to feel less energetic. We can be as energetic as we were. We have to keep tuning our mind.
Yeah, that's right. That positive frame of mind is what is required to be developed.
Very nice, very well said. And so, in similar lines, is there a message on top of all this? I bet these are all applicable to younger generation as well. Do you have anything else in addition to these specifically for younger generation who wish to age with strength, more clarity, and purpose? What suggestion do you have, especially in this age of touchscreen and mobiles?
Yeah. See, these mobiles, because they are operating on wireless, they this these radiations affect our body in many ways. That even, so to some extent, even cancer can be one of the problems. Nowadays, people are walking with a mobile in hand and having a earpod, what do you call earbud or whatever it is, hearing for hearing, which is wireless. So that is, the radiations are going into your ears also. So it is having a slow effect. By after some years, you may have some problems with your hearing, or it may have some problems in your ears, causing some diseases in the ear. And also, by looking down at the mobile, having it in hand, you are bending your neck. And this constant bending of the neck will also cause a problem, which is called as the cervical spondylosis. So this may not affect at a time when you are young, but as the age advances, you'll slowly start realizing this. And yeah, so I've been surveying some younger people as to what is the effect of these seniors on their minds, seniors getting into hospitals. Uh, so they've been saying that we don't know when we reach their stage whether we will even live or not. So
Exactly.
that is that type of mindset is there in the present day by many of the youngsters because after COVID, during COVID-19, almost about 40% of the people who died were below the age of 50.
Yeah.
And the remaining were about 50 and above of the around 60%. So this effect of COVID on the people of young age that has brought about a lot of drastic mind change in the people, and also they are into sedentary uh, working, like always sitting on the computer and working because now IT has come up as the most maximum amount of work is being done on computers, and people are using, even if they are not working on that, they are using the mobiles in their hands. So the radiations which are there from the mobiles, the as well as from the computers or as well as from the TVs and the wireless networks, these affect our body in a very, very bad way. And the living, eating style has undergone a change. Now they're all ordering food from outside, which is not having the real nutritional value and also having potential to harm the body. So
Mm.
the a lot of changes which have taken place in the recent past, which are harming the body. So it is necessary for these people, first of all, to change their mindset also, and also take care of their systems. And one more very important thing is that uh, people suddenly start doing very heavy exercises, and there are people who have died because of doing that. So what is very important is very moderation in everything, whether you're doing exercise or you're doing your eating or your sleep. All these things require a sort of moderation.
Yeah.
Nothing should be excess, nothing should be less than what is required.
Mm.
And exercise, the movement for the body is very, very important. So now if you keep sitting for hours together and say working on the computer, you are not moving the body. Body functions well only. The functional ability of the body is in the movement. Every joint in the body has to have a movement.
Mm.
So while working, it is necessary for the people who are in sedentary work should get up and stretch themselves up or raise the heels. While sitting only, you can even do the raising of the heels and lowering it, or raising of the toes and lowering it,
Mm.
and do a little bit of stretch like this, and do this stretch and this stretch like this. Some every half an hour, one should have all this type of movements. So then your body will be in proper condition. So also the food, the uh, food is one is the nutritious food. The many books talk of the nutritious food, what food you should have, but there is a way how to eat your food. First of all, the method of eating the food itself is incorrect. We just they keep looking at the some messages or computers and then keep gulping in a fast way because there is no time. So that food doesn't get digested, it doesn't get converted into the proper cells which are required in the body.
Mm.
So, first of all, eating food has to be a ritual proper. The middle-aged people, they should go into the preventive care of the rather than acting upon after getting some pain or some disease.
Mm.
So prevention is our body signals are there by which we know what problems are arising in our body, and which is also explained in the book. So they should observe the signals, and from that they should take corrective actions so that they by as a there is no need of going to hospitals and doing any checkup or anything. they themselves be able to, by observing the body, different parts of the body and different this thing, stool, urine, and all, they will be able to understand what is right, what is wrong, and corrective actions can be taken and uh, to remain free from disease lifelong.
Prevention is better than cure. If you belong to younger generation, or if you have time and you are able to strengthen yourself, then do consider movement, eat healthy, exercise in moderation, don't overdo anything, and sleep moderately as well. Just because you get over weekend sleeping too much without any movement is not good either. Is my last question for you. If readers follow just one principle from the book, what should it be?
You have to bring your mind to a very calm condition. That is the most important thing. Without having disturbances in the mind, which is a primary requirement for the body to function properly. It will not be possible to correct it at a later date. So there are many more tips like this in the book, and I highly recommend that you go through these and apply these in your life to have a great life. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Subramanian. Listening to you, what it taught me, or it reminds us, is that aging is not a decline. It is design choice shaped by our awareness, our discipline, and our mindset. As a professor and a mind yoga coach, I deeply resonate with your message that the body listens to the mind, to yourself 24/7. Hey, you're strong, you're healthy, you're getting better, and you are there. Actually, you're better. Your body is healing, all this mind chatter. If you can fill that in your mind, and that conscious living can transform every phase of life, whether you are in your middle age or in your senior ages, wherever you are, it can change the way. So, your book, Age No Bar, Path to Wellness and Vitality, it's a quite reminder, it's a powerful reminder that vitality is not about how many years you live, but how consciously we live them. Add consciousness, add mindfulness, add calm, peace state, and also the movement. It's not that you're sitting in silence and meditating and doing pranayama all the time, right? Wherever you're sitting, also add some movement. Thank you for sharing this precious wisdom and your lived experience and your healing journey with us and inspiring us today. Colonel, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Professor Nalini, for giving me this opportunity for featuring me. And the book is available in Amazon as well as Flipkart. Thank you, Professor Nalini. And thanks to all the audience whosoever is attending this session. It's a great privilege for me to have this session with you. And I hope it is also useful for the people who are watching.